Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And today we are so interested and fascinated by the Canadian accent that we just want to try and get our heads around it and figure out. Well, just to figure it out, really.
Because basically, Canadian accent is just the same as an American accent, isn't it? To us, as Brits.
And then sometimes there's just random sounds where you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, and you're like, that doesn't sound American, but mostly we wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to listen in slow-mo.
Yeah.
But before we get into the video, guys, we just want to thank the sponsor, which is Surfshark.
Surfshark is a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. You guys know, because we've spoken about it before, we love Surfshark. Basically, an idiot's guide to Surfshark is you can just disguise your computer's location or your device's location to anywhere in the world. So, one benefit is security. So when you're joining like Starbucks Wi-Fi,
Public Wi-Fi.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't name brands. When you're joining a public Wi-Fi, you're protecting your device from any like
hackers,
gazing eyes. Exactly.
Yeah. And also, like, if you're like us, and well, in our past life where we used to book flights and stuff, using Surfshark as a VPN is a really good way to access like the American Skyscanner rather than like British Skyscanner and things like that. So if you're booking flights and you want to see like local prices, especially for like domestic flights and things, it's just so helpful because you'll get a different price and they'll treat you like an American customer or a British customer or wherever you want to pretend you are from.
And as you know as well, it means that you can access entertainment services from different countries. So for us, we can access US Netflix by selecting the US, the United States, on our computer. So then Netflix thinks our computer is in the US, so then we can access it.
It's just so much fun. And like, do you know what's really great? It's not ever seeing that message where it's like, this video is not available in your location on YouTube anymore. It's just like,
I know, it's so good. We got you.
Gotcha.
So we've got a great deal for you guys. You can get 84% off plus an extra 4 months free if you use our code Joel and Lia.
So click the link in our description, guys, and don't forget to drop us a comment. Let us know when you've done it, because let's all just enjoy a bit of Surfshark together.
Exactly. And just to put things in context, guys, it's really cheap. It works out at like a couple of dollars a month, something like that.
Yeah.
So go check it out. It's really good value.
It's like less than a coffee, really.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, let's go on with the video. So, Canada. What do you know about Canada?
All I know is that they don't want to be seen as Americans.
Yeah.
Is that what's right?
Yeah, I think they don't want to be known as Americans. They're their own country, obviously. Also, I feel like we've got a bigger connection with Canada because they're in the Commonwealth. So the UK, Australia, Canada, plus some other countries which my memory fails me, but they're the three sort of biggest countries in the Commonwealth. We're all joined. So the Queen is technically, she's not Queen of Canada, but she's like related to Canada in some way.
Yeah, it's like, from watching The Crown, there's a really funny scene where in like season 1 or 2, they send Philip away to, I don't know, places that are in the British Commonwealth, and they're like, why do you have to go? And he's like, you know, don't want them like thinking about doing anything stupid, like becoming independent. It's really funny, because you're just like, oh yeah, like British just had like their fingerprints and like they had everything in there.
I know. But I've to get political now, guys, you know, we don't know that. We don't want to do it. We don't know a huge amount about Brexit, but one thing I do know is I think our first trade deal has been set up with Canada. So I think Canada are the first country to say, yeah, we'll trade with you, UK, which is like a big deal for the UK, because obviously like America was like, we're not going to trade with you if you do Brexit. And then we have done it. And now Canada have been like, don't worry guys, we'll trade with you.
Oh great, thanks Canada.
Yeah, thanks Canada.
That's really nice.
If we've got anything to trade, we'll trade with you too, but we don't really have anything.
No, we don't.
Nothing of use.
No.
Anyway, sorry guys.
Let's listen to a bit of this person you found on YouTube. So who's this guy?
He's called JJ McCullough.
JJ McCullough.
McCullough. And he's got a video saying all about Canadian accent. I always say Canadian or Canadan, like I can never get it right. Canadian or Canada.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Gosh, right.
That's so funny. One time I had a yeast infection and they would call it like Candida, and I was like, Canada?
Canadian.
Candida. I don't even know what it was.
Oh gosh, well it's not that.
It's not.
Let's listen to him talking about Canada.
Yes.
So by far the most commonly received comments I get on my videos.
Is he wearing a wig?
One of 3 categories.
Fantastic
something about my hair, something about my mustache, or something about the way I say this word. I say a boot. Most North Americans say about. To figure out why, let's take a fascinating look at the world of Canadian accents.
Wow.
Oh, it makes sense.
It does, but that is the only sound that I could hear that and be like, oh, that sounds different to American accent. But other than that, he sounds completely American.
Do you think he'd like that if he heard that?
Well, I think it's just a fact, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not even a personal attack.
It's just not an attack. It's just like you sound the same as Americans, except for
the word aboot.
The word aboot.
Or the sound OU.
OU. Yeah.
A-I-O-U.
So do they say, what are other words with OU?
Out, oot.
Out, about, through.
What about round?
Ruined. Do the Canadians say ruined?
They say ruined.
Ruined.
I made that
Hey
up.
guys, I'm going rude my friend's house. Maybe. Guys, as well, this isn't us making fun of Canadian accents because we love all accents. We're fascinated by how we all have different accents, even in the same country. Me and you have slightly different accents.
Yeah, exactly. And we're mostly fascinated by it in the UK because you could go 40 minutes or 20 minutes that way and there's a different sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to kind of travel further and wider in the US to reach different accents, and I just think we find it really, really interesting. So hopefully, you know, take all of this with a pinch of salt and don't get triggered.
Yeah, don't get triggered. We love Canada. I think Canadians understand though, because they're like Brits. I've heard as well, Canadians are very apologetic. So you know how we're known for saying sorry about anything. Apparently Canadians have the same thing.
Oh, that's
they're known for
good.
being very like sorry.
Oh, and like self-deprecating humour as well.
Yeah.
I feel like some of their comedians and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a little listen to why you say the OU like that.
Ooh, rude.
The way I talk is a particularly strong example of what people who study this sort of thing call the Canadian raising phenomenon.
Okay, back to school.
Canadians pronounce the O sound in words like house and down and ruined and south.
So they do! House and down and round and south.
I just done with my lips the whole time.
So they do say it, house.
House. My house.
Do
it again to my
house. House. About.
Why? Was there an invasion from somewhere that's not the UK? Was there an invasion and that made them all sound like that?
But this is why accents are fascinating. It's like, because they basically sound very similar to the generic American accent, except they've kept a hold of this one feature.
Yeah. The Canadian Rising.
Yeah, Canadian Rising.
You were like, back to school.
Back to school. We love going back to school. Educating Joel Lia.
Even sounds annoying to me. The idea is that Canadians have a tendency to raise their tongues in their mouths when they make no sounds, as I just did right then when I said mouth instead of mouth, which is when you keep your tongue down lower in your mouth. Mouth. Not all Canadians speak with Canadian raising, and certainly most don't do it as much as I do, but it is a pretty common phenomenon, as you can see in this montage of clips of random Canadians talking I've assembled.
Are all very unhappy about this. I am absolutely unhappy about it as well.
Stressed out, but don't worry about it, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to get drunk and eat chicken fingers, me, you, and the old man. It's going to be here in about 20 minutes.
A matter of
Didn't hear it.
And of course, being a mom is all about routine.
About 10 years ago, the price of gold was maybe $300 an ounce. So you see some Canadians say it about.
Yeah, I want to hear people not saying about. I want to hear the house or round. It's really hard for us to do. I don't think we have that sound in the UK.
We don't.
About.
Aboot.
Yeah.
A-B-O-O-T. Never. No. Amazing.
It's funny, it's like in the UK how apparently Northerners in the UK have one less vowel sound than the UK. They don't have the sound, so like the word pub.
Yeah.
They would say pub.
Yeah, pub.
And on a TV show, I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of Here, one of the Northerners was trying to do a southern accent and he just could not say pub. And he had like quite a good southern accent until he'd then say pub and then be like, no, pub. And he's like, pub. And he literally couldn't say it. It's because they don't have that vowel. And I think this is the same with us, we don't have that vowel sound, ooh. So it's really hard for us to do.
That's really good. That's a really good observation. I love that. I love this.
It's so good.
I want to watch that scene.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's so funny.
That is so
They're
good.
like, why can't you say it? It's pub. And he's like, pub.
That's good fun. I like that.
Yeah. Right, well, thanks, JJ.
That was fantastic, JJ. I mean, if you're new to our channel, want to check out JJ's channel as well whilst you're here. Subscribe to ours. I hope he doesn't mind that little plug, you know. Thanks for giving us something to watch. It was really fun.
Well, we'll link his video down below so you can watch the whole thing. So we've only watched just over a minute and it's 6 minutes long. So go give that a watch. But yeah, subscribe to us while you're here. We post videos all the time.
Every single week. And don't forget, we've also got more channels you can go and have a look at. Joel Wood channel, Leah Hatzakis channel, and we've got memberships.
We do.
This is a real community parish notice today, isn't it?
It is, but we just want people to be aware we've got memberships on our channel, and there is now a new perk that means that any member, regardless of the tier that you join, you get behind the scenes videos.
That is so fun.
So these are videos that aren't available to anyone who isn't a member. So if you're not a member, you are missing out on extra videos.
Extra content. Yeah. And they're always good fun as well.
They are. They're more like catch up, sit down with a cup of tea or coffee vibes.
And have a chat. They're really nice. Thank you so much again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah,
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.